Today I've got a new multifunctional articulating borescope by Sanyipace. To take a look at, this one's the model SU9432, and this one here, well, it's articulating. You can actually move the camera around, do almost 360 degrees. We're going to put this thing through its paces and check it out.
I got a package in the mail. Had to go sign and pick this one up. Let's see what I received. What do we have? We have a Sanyipace multifunctional articulating borescope. Cool. I won't be loaning this one out to my buddy. Considering he broke my last one. Comes in a nice carry case. And there's the unit. And I guess the first thing I got to do is, ooh, look at that. You can, it's a bendy borescope. Look around corners with this. Okay, so of course it's not detachable from the actual controller itself, because obviously it has control cables that go through here. But let's fire this thing up, and then we will put it to the test and see what it can see. Looks like it comes with a USB-C charging cable. I just so happen that I have a USB cable right here, a USB-C cable. So we're going to plug it in and charge it up. It's going to be accessible on the side here. And it looks like it comes with a TF card or micro SD. There's one already installed. It's a 32 gig. So it's ready to make videos and take pictures without having to buy any additional hardware. I'm going to plug this in and let it charge up, and then we're going to check it out and see how it works, and we'll put it through its paces. Okay, I got the battery charged, so let's turn this thing on and see how it works. So the power button is on the top here. We're going to press and hold the button down for 3 seconds, and that will turn on the camera. And the camera is obviously looking this direction. If I operate the left and right control, it will tilt the camera back and forth.
The camera has a bend radius of almost 360 degrees, which is great if you're going to inspect inside a cylinder head or something that you need to look back the direction that the camera is inserted.
I'm going to try this out in different things inside the house. Might even pull a spark plug on my bike and stick this down into the head if I can find a spark plug wrench. Should be one around here somewhere. Okay, so on the front here you've got some controls. You've got a setup button. Setup for setting up the resolution. So resolution, you can set it for VGA 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080. There we go. We'll take it to that one, highest resolution. Date label, that would put the date and time on. You can have that on or off, so you can make a record of when the recording was done. Shutter sound, so if you want it to make a click when you take a picture. There we go. Auto power off, so you can have it shut off after 5 or 10 minutes in case you forget. Languages, can operate in English, French, and different languages. We'll leave it in English, otherwise I might not be able to get it back. Date, time, this is where you would put the current date in, which is of course not correct, so we can change that by pressing, is it OK, and then we move it up to 9/21. Format would be to format the card, and the version number. Press setup again to get back out of setup. The camera button here will select between that takes a picture. Memory. There we go. Now we're in video mode. So, playback, still photo mode, where when you take a picture, that's for taking a still photo. Video, when you press the camera button, it will start recording. So now it's recording what the camera sees. And I think you can flip the image too. One of these buttons will flip the image over. Is it this one? There, that one flips the image. And that one turns the light on and off. So now there's no light. 3 brightnesses: high, medium, and low, and then off. Normally, if you're looking in a place that's dark, you're going to have the light turned on. As you can see, if I switch it here: medium, low, and off. And press the camera button again to stop. We're going to use the footage from the card in the video. So I think I've covered the basic operation. Not much to this. It's pretty simple to operate something like this. We'll just measure how long the actual Borescope camera is. It's 5 feet. This is a 3-foot yardstick. I already did one measurement to 36 inches, which is 3 feet. And here we go. We're just at 24. So it's a 5-foot long camera on this one. When you open up the manual, right there, safety and maintenance, they have to spell it out. This is a multifunctional articulating borescope camera and is not intended for medical use or human examination. You know, you would wonder why they would have to print that in there, but I guess they have to cover their ass, literally, in case someone decides to stick it. I have to laugh because, I mean, you would think that that's common sense, that this is an industrial borescope for doing things like inspecting car engines, inspecting the cylinder in a car engine, and inspecting HVAC systems and other things that you can't see easily. I've used them when I've serviced equipment so I can see in behind things. It's common sense, but they have to print that there because some idiot out there, if they didn't print it, would do something stupid with it and then try to sue them. Just saying. Let's go and inspect something with this and see what it can see. Now, I will say I'd much rather be riding my bike today than not, because it's like the last good day before the weather's going to turn bad and my insurance is up in a couple of days. But unfortunately, once again, that stupid linkage here has broken again. The one weak link is this shaft that connects the shifter to the transmission linkage. I got to change that part and the shaft again. This is about the 5th time. I'm getting tired of changing it. Seems to last about 1 year and goes bad. We're going to pull a spark plug here and take a look inside the engine. It's got 60,000 miles on it. We'll see what type of shape the cylinder head is in. So I'm going to pull the back plug here, just because it's the easiest one to get to, and we'll do an inspection with the camera. The spark plug looks okay, so I don't expect I'm going to see anything unusual when I get the borescope into the cylinder head, and it will fit. And ooh, looky, wow. Well, I'll be showing you guys a video right from this here, but I can put this right down inside and take a look at all the crap on the piston. Let's try it at different lighting levels. If I push this thing down a little further, I should be able to steer it up, maybe, and see the valves. Maybe not. Might not have enough clearance. Can't see the valves. Can I go down a little deeper? Yeah, that's better. Turn it around the other way if I can. Ah, there's the cylinder head. Cool. Wow. See, that did a lot better job on my other one, because the other one only has, the other camera I've got, the other Borescope only has 3 cameras, so it can see side to side, but it can't look back on itself like this one. And that's pretty impressive. You can look at the actual head itself, look at the bore. The valves are closed, obviously, because the piston's down. The other one, the piston's probably part of the way up, maybe not. But, yeah. This looks great. I know you guys can't see what well, I guess you can see what I'm seeing, but I'll show you guys the video off here. But I'm able to tip this, tilt this back and forth, and see there's the actual Borescope lead going in, the tether. But I can see the entire inside of the engine, and then I can turn it around and get a different look, inspection-wise. It's looking great. Not bad for an engine that's got 60,000 miles on it. It's actually very clean. A little bit of carbon on the exhaust valve, which is to be expected. So that does the job. Now if I withdraw, I got to pull it back up here. Now I can see the entire piston. Take a look at the bore. Oh, see a little bit of wear. Nothing to really be serious about. That must be where the edge of the rings are. A little bit of wear there on one side. But you can certainly get a good look inside the engine, that's for sure. And if I want to take a snapshot, I can stop the camera from recording and take a snapshot, but I'm just going to do video this time. You can see where the cutout is there for the valve, because it's they call it an interference engine. So they have a little bit of a cutout for when the valve opens, so you don't have the piston hitting the valve. There's a bit of cutout in the top of the piston. If I stop the recording and I switch over to still image mode and take a picture, and we'll remove the Borescope from the head, and that inspection is done. So this time I'm going to do an inspection in the ventilation system. It's dark in this closet, I know, but I'm going to put the camera into where the UV light normally goes, into my air conditioning system, and we're going to take a look around inside. Now I can look around inside and check the coil out. Check out the air conditioning coil. Okay, next I'm going to look up into the attic. It's looking back on itself there.
So we're looking in behind the HVAC plenum. I got the camera shoved down the wall and I got it twisted to the right so you can see the pipe, and you can see in back there. There's only about maybe an inch or so of space in there where that is. Now you can see it looking back towards me. So it's quite versatile as to what you're able to see for doing a thorough inspection in places where you just can't see it. Another thing that makes these a great diagnostic tool is, say you've discovered some evidence of engine damage or something when you're doing an inspection. You don't have to take the card out and plug it into a computer to show your customer. You can just turn the unit on and play the files back directly on the screen.
And now we can actually look, and it has sound on it as well, but we can actually play the recording back. You can take it right to them, right into the waiting room, and show it to them right off of the screen. It records at 720. I set it for 1080, but I guess it only records at 720. Either that or I didn't set it right. But anyway, our files that we have are in 720. And that way you can take the unit to the customer and show them directly, this is what we recorded. This is the evidence that we got to show that you ran your car out of water and, you know, scored the cylinder walls, or you ran it out of oil. So you've got that diagnostic info right there that you can play back on the unit itself without having to take it to a computer and download it. Take it right from the repair shop right out into the waiting room and say, look, this is your engine. This is the problem. As you can see, it looks to be a very useful tool. The fact that you can turn this thing around almost 360 degrees makes it invaluable when you need to do an inspection in something like an engine. That is so useful. You can pop this thing down through a spark plug hole or into an intake plenum and actually look around, or even into an exhaust system, and actually look around and see what's inside. That feature alone, I think, makes this one a winner over every other Borescope that I've tried, and I've tried a few of them. I think this is like the fourth one. And I think we have a winner here. Link is in the description for this one. Thanks for watching.